told me, you stay here for 1 night or 2 nights. I will come and I fetch you back. She said, I thought my mother has taken some loan from her. But that night I was taken to a hotel. And there, you see, was a thanedar, my first customer.
Wow.
And she explained the way which I have no words to explain over here on the media. Then she said, this is how now I am in that brothel.
Oh.
I am also running the brothel now. Please help us.
Wow.
And this is the place. I issued warrants. The police, but they were informed, they just shifted from there. I issued warrants to raid that house. It was locked and they just moved to some other place. But you see, these police high-ups, they should work hard. And they should punish those police officials who take bribery and are involved in human trafficking. Because they are in the know of the matter. This is really a burning issue. And another one is that we have to bring tremendous reforms in police. And we have to bring tremendous reforms through rules and regulations. There is a very big volume of police law. But you see, now the crimes are rather scientifically done.
Yes.
As compared to the old age. They used to break your house, but now there are different means. You are even robbed on the way. So we have to sit down, and these are the burning points where the government needs to probe, and then make rules, make tremendous changes in the police laws. You have seen on media how cruel the people are, that they do the extrajudicial killing. On the way they just shoot down a man, and he cries for help, and nobody takes him to the hospital. Nobody comes and stops the hand of the man who is killing in broad daylight a young man. You see, in Sialkot,
yes,
the same thing happened. These incidents should be stopped, and if these incidents take place, then the authorities concerned should fire the total police officials. This is how it should be done. And the most burning issue is the corruption. Corruption in the police department, corruption in the education department, corruption in the medical department. You kill a person, you can just give the money and get the post-mortem report in your favor. Corruption in all the establishments, and there is a need that people should come forward and just play their role and make this authority to show their doings crystal clear, in a manner which is crystal clear to the public. And that should be done from the top level. Top level to the down.
Jessa Sahiba, this we have been reporting a lot of cases, sexual harassment, at university level and educational institutions also. What law says about this one, and how? What kind
You
of
see, the Sexual Harassment Act was passed. It was just placed in the National Assembly hurriedly. As I told you about my bill, that they stole the bill and they just produced the bill and passed it in a distorted form. You see, these sexual harassment bills, they are never recorded by the legal minds. The government should consult the legal minds, because whenever something is done, it always goes to the court, and the court needs this evidence. Evidence is needed. Unless the evidence proves you guilty, you are supposed to be innocent. So these bills should be legislated carefully, keeping in mind the present circumstances, keeping in mind the present scenario, keeping in mind the types of the offences, keeping in mind the right of the prosecutrix and the right of the accused. Because law is legislated for all times to come. It is not legislated for a certain period. This is what is done in assembly. In an assembly of 342, they say, okay, this law, eyes, they don't know what is eyes. They say yes, and they don't know they are saying yes to what. Then sometimes you see they do it in a joking way. They say eyes, shout, and the other persons shout no, like this. Eyes know, they don't know they are legislating law for the future of the citizen of this country. This is very, very, I was really, I was disappointed to see this practice.
the lawmakers?
Lawmakers, no discussion.
No discussion.
No discussion of
No
law.
understanding.
No suggestion that this should be improved in this way, in this manner. It's eyes and nose, and after eyes and nose the act comes.
And then implementation become in the same
And
way.
this is why you see Senate send back so many acts to the National Assembly. This is the mockery of the situation.
Just Saiba, then second last question, that is I
Thank
don't know
goodness.
I don't know how you will answer that question. Muhtaram Mai case now means all that accused are out, nothing has happened. Do you think that the case was that Muhtaram Mai just came out saying that these people did like this with me? But then, though it's a the decision has come already, but what's your personal understanding?
My personal view is that, you see, we have been living with other nations having different religion, different customs, different traditions, and these are the bad traditions we have adopted. Karokari and these things, not permitted in Islam, not permitted in the law of the land. I do not know how far the story of Muhtaram Mai is correct, but I saw her in America when I was giving a presentation in the MIT. This is a very famous university of in America, Boston. And I saw her smoking, the way she was smoking. She was kept in a hotel, and somebody was telling me that her one-day expenses at the hotel is about $3,500. Like this, you see. Sometimes these people use people like Mukhtar Mai to defame this country. This is not the case. After that, when I gave presentation and I told them that look at me, I belong to a very, very orthodox family. I was the first lady lawyer. I broke the traditions that a woman should come and work. I am the role model. She is not the role model. She is just fallen a victim to the bad traditions which are unknown to Islam. So, I told you that one man came to me when I was a lawyer. He told me, Madam, you know, my sister, we took about 50,000 takas. Called taka means money for marriage. I married their daughters. I'm going to take 1 lakh takas. Look, then I thought, is woman a sellable commodity in a religion which says, okay, man proposes.
Yes.
A sui juris man proposes and a sui juris woman accepts, and that is the marriage contract in consideration of Fakhur meher. But this is not a sellable commodity that, okay, her sister was given in marriage for 50,000 taka, I will take 1 lakh taka, and that is the revenge I will take. These were the words. This is illiteracy, lack of education, lack of awareness to the law. Unfortunately, the law is made in English, which only 15% people of this country speak and read. It should be in the language
They understand.
of the provinces,
Even.
so that the people should know what is the law. Is the law, that's my right, and I can go to the court and I will get my right. This is another aspect and difficult aspect which is I am telling you.